Hello, welcome to Calm Community. I am going to stand back in a little minute because our practice today is going to involve a bit of expansive movement. So if you can get yourself into a place where you can take up a bit of space, that'd be great. Let's do it. So first of all, I just want to start with a little moment to appreciate the fact that you are here and that you are showing up and that I am here. I don't know why I'm so out of breath right now. I had a big breakfast. I want to appreciate the fact that you're here, that you're taking this time for yourself just to find a little bit of calm to start your week. The reason that we're going to do a little bit of movement today is going to make sense when you hear the prompt for the week. But I want you to start by getting yourself into just an area where you can have maybe this much space around you. We're just going to start by swaying just a little bit. Now, as usual, this is just going to be a really quick sort of practice to open up the prompt for the week. So don't stress, we're not going to be doing this for too long. But just starting off with a little bit of movement. Adrian from Yoga with Adrian calls this little movement here knocking on heaven's door, which I really love. So you just sort of turn your hips and let your arms move around you as you do, and you can tap when your hands meet your body, or you can just let your hands wave around however feels good for you. Sometimes it helps to bend your knees as you're twisting, but just really letting yourself just move and just take up space and breathing as you do. And any energy from last week, any stagnant, stuck energy from the week where, maybe you had a stressful week, maybe you had a panicked week, maybe you just had a week where you felt a bit limited, or maybe your week was fine, whatever. But whatever happened in the week that's just gone, we're just moving to move all that energy out and start the week fresh and new. So bring your arms up a little bit and bring them around your body as you move. Don't worry if it looks weird. Who cares? I'm doing this right in front of the big window in my lounge room because it's where the best light is, and the neighbours can probably see me dancing around, but whatever. They've probably seen me doing much weirder things. All right. So just letting it calm down now. Letting your movements slow. If you want to keep moving, feel free, but we're just going to bring it down slowly. And then I want you to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And as you find a bit of stillness, just let that energy shift from last week. Just let it go from your body. You don't have to contain it anymore. You don't have to hold it in. Starting new. Okay. And just offer yourself the gratitude for being here. And the gratitude for being able to take up space. Beautiful. Okay. Now, your prompt for the week. I'm going to get a little bit closer so it's a bit more intimate. Hold on. Let me move you down. All right. So your prompt for the week this week is that I want you to have the task of expansion. So this week is going to be focused all on how can you expand your comfort zone, which I know can feel like a really confronting concept, and that's okay. because comfort zones are where we're comfortable, and we've often put those boundaries up as a way to stay safe and a way to stay functional even, which is fine. But we're just going to start gently expanding the edges of the comfort zone. And so that's why we did that movement practice, because I really want you to physically embody that sense of taking up space, because so much of anxiety is a shrinking and a contracting, trying to keep everything small, trying to keep everything controlled. We're going to start showing up and taking up space, even though we feel afraid, even though we feel scared, even though there's that urge and that tendency to want to control and to constrict. We're going to start expanding. So that's your task for the week. I want you to think about how you might expand your comfort zone this week and what that might look like for you, and what your goal is going to be. I think mine is going to be driving a little bit further than usual. I don't generally feel super limited by driving anymore, but I guess there is still sometimes that like voice in my head that says like, oh, that might be a bit far, you know? Like, and often I do end up driving there anyway, but I still have that oh, the urge to restrict, the urge to avoid, and like to try and make things more within my comfort zone. But I'm going to focus on expansion and how I can really just show up into this space, this life, as me, as someone who's anxious, somebody who panics, someone who feels afraid and socially awkward, and just really like open myself up. So yeah, sorry if you can hear that very loud car that just went past. Let me know what your task is going to be for this week, but your prompt is to expand your comfort zone, expand your horizons, expand your sense of self when you might have the tendency to shrink. I hope you all have a really great week ahead, and I will see you for next week's Calm Community.